Good day, St. Martin. I'm Justiana Lazaro.
And I'm also Lauren.
Good day, St. Martin. I'm Glenda York.
And I'm Tiziana Hart.
And welcome back to another edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Brought to you by TV15.
We bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
Let's dive into our top headlines. Basic bank account law approved, expanding financial inclusion. The Ministry of Finance has announced the approval of long-awaited basic bank account legislation, marking a major step toward financial inclusion on the island. The law guarantees residents access to essential banking services, ensuring that no one is excluded from the formal financial system. The initiative began in March 2022 with a motion introduced by former MP Rolando Bryson, and after extensive parliamentary review, debate, and refinement, it was finalized in 2025 as part of the ministry's broader inclusion agenda. The Honorable Minister of Finance emphasized cooperation across political lines, noting that the focus remained on what benefits the people of St. Martin. A basic bank account is not a privilege, it is a necessity, the minister stated, adding that the new law helps restore dignity and allows more residents to participate fully in the economy. The Ministry of Justice completes Phase 1 of land besluit process. The Ministry of Justice has confirmed that Phase 1 of the land besluit process was fully completed on schedule, with all originally established batches compiled and validated by December 2025, as promised to justice workers and the public. Honorable Minister of Justice Natalie Tacklin explained that the ministry's responsibility was limited to compiling and verifying complete employment files, a task completed within the agreed time frame despite the complexity of manually reviewing records across multiple legacy HR systems. Once validated, files moved through the formal approval chain involving DIV, the Ministry of Finance, and final signing by the governor. The ministry clarified that a newly identified batch 18 emerged following an internal review in December, which uncovered a small number of outstanding files and discrepancies in the official function book. These cases require correction before lawful placement can proceed and are now being handled in coordination with P&O Central. Updates were also provided on related matters. Batches 14 and 15 have been finalized and distributed. Batch 16 is with the governor for approval. Batch 17 is under review at the Ministry of Finance. Jubilee payments for 69 justice workers are currently being processed. Additionally, the ministry reported progress for Coast Guard personnel, confirming that employment regulations are finalized and that 20 long outstanding land besluiten were officially issued on January 8. The minister stressed that no worker has been overlooked and reaffirmed the ministry's commitment to transparency, accuracy, and fairness as the remaining phases continue. Minister Brook invites seniors to Senior Connect, one-day support event. Richenel Brook, the Honorable Minister of Public Health, Social Development and Labor, is inviting seniors and their families to Senior Connect, a one-day event focused on improving access to care, information, and support services. The free event will be held on Friday, February 27th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Government Administration Building parking lot. It's open to all seniors, caregivers, and family members. Senior Connect will bring together a wide range of service providers in one accessible location, including organizations offering healthcare, social services, home care, wellness and physical activity programs, recreation, support groups, and transportation services. Seniors will be able to ask questions, receive guidance, and connect directly with providers. Minister Brooke emphasized that the initiative is about strengthening support networks for the elderly. Our seniors deserve clear access to services that support their health, independence, and quality of life. Senior Connect brings those services closer to them, he said. The ministry encourages the community to attend and take full advantage of this opportunity to stay informed and connected.
Hey there, it's Mizzy with a Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, St. Martin, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us. And that's it for your Sunshine Report. It was brought to you by the Met Department of St. Martin. Stay safe, stay friendly, Sunshine City.
At Talon, we believe connection goes beyond signals. It's about people. From every call, every laugh,
Hi, Merry Christmas. Thanks for calling.
every moment shared across our island,
Game time.
we're reminded this network was built by St. Martin for St. Martin.
I couldn't. Oh, I got you. Don't worry, man. We're good.
When are you coming to St. Martin?
All right, let's go. Go. Go.
Here's to staying connected to what matters most. Your connection, your Christmas.
I am Karim Tulen, co-founder of Karim Assist Pro. Our goal is to help busy professionals, elderly, housewives, local, tourists, practically anybody that needs assistance in the day-to-day chores.
We have different services like groceries, do your shopping, and also run your errands. We can provide transportation services for all members of the family, whether it's you on commute or getting the kids to school. House activities and house services that include pet sitting. All of these let us take off your hands and let us make those reservations so you don't have to stress about having a good time.
So you can have less stress and more free time. Through our discretion, we make an impression.
USM faculty aligned priorities as spring 2026 semester gets underway. The University of St. Martin, USM, has kicked off the spring 2026 semester with renewed focus, bringing faculty and students together to align priorities and strengthen campus engagement. Ahead of the semester opening, USM faculty met with the leadership of Antonio Carmona Baez, who reaffirmed the university's commitment to academic excellence and student-centered learning. Faculty were briefed on upcoming training related to USM's newly implemented AI policy, aimed at guiding appropriate AI use while upholding academic integrity. Lecturers were also encouraged to support the Student Government Association's monthly Unity Evenings, designed to foster dialogue and connection across campus. USM also successfully hosted its new student orientation, welcoming incoming students ahead of classes beginning January 12th. A highlight of the session was a motivational address by MP Dimar Labega, who encouraged students to stay focused, disciplined, and purposeful in pursuing their academic goals. Interactive discussions and team-building activities help students connect with peers, faculty, and campus services. With faculty alignment, strong student engagement, and a focus on innovation and community, USM begins the spring 2026 semester positioned for a productive and inspiring academic period. Parliamentarian calls on government to break the glass ceiling for locals. Member of Parliament and UPP leader Omar Otley is calling on government to take decisive action to remove what he describes as a persistent glass ceiling, limiting the advancements of local employees within government and public sector institutions. Otley said that many capable public servants feel stuck, frustrated, and overlooked, leading some to leave what was once seen as a stable and attractive employment. He stressed that local talent is being underutilized and deserves fair opportunities to grow and lead. Pointing to recent appointments at government-owned companies, including GEBE, Otley raised concerns that qualified locals are being bypassed, fueling perceptions of favoritism and unfair hiring practices. Similar complaints, he said, have been raised across other public entities. It's time for a serious review of hiring and promotion practices, Otley stated. He emphasized the need to invest in training, skills development, and modernization to ensure locals are equipped to meet today's demands and compete at the highest levels. Otley concluded by urging government to build institutions that truly reflect the community they serve by actively promoting local talent, fairness, and equal opportunity for all. Orania Funds calls for projects that break the cycle of poverty. The Orania Funds has opened applications for the 2026 Aperture Fund Orania Awards, inviting social initiatives that focus on lasting solutions to poverty. Applications are open from January 12th to February 22nd under this year's theme, Breaking Poverty Together. Poverty remains a serious challenge in the Caribbean, affecting roughly 1 in 3 residents and impacting health, education, and participation in society. The Orania Funds is specifically seeking organizations that go beyond short-term relief by empowering people with skills, knowledge, and long-term support to prevent or reduce poverty and debt. According to Orania Funds Director Sandra Yetten, social organizations play a critical role because they work closest to communities, understand real needs, and often succeed where complex policies fall short. She stressed that these initiatives deserve recognition and an equal voice alongside governments and institutions. 3 selected organizations will each receive 25,000 euros cash prize and a bronze statue. The awards will be presented by Queen Maxima in October 2026.
When we come back, we go to our in-depth feature of the day, exploring one of the island's most thought-provoking topics. That's just ahead. Stay tuned.
You know, we all talk about having rights. And yeah, we do.
We have the right to be safe.
The right to learn and get an education.
The right to speak up and be heard.
The right to dream big and build our future.
But listen, rights don't stand alone.
We also have responsibilities.
Real talk, if we want respect, we gotta give respect too.
St. Martin is our home.
So let's protect it. Keep our beaches clean, our streets clean, and show love to nature.
Healthy island, healthy future.
Our parents and guardians do a lot for us.
Let's show respect, talk to them, and listen, even when it's hard.
School prepares us for life.
So we show up, we stay focused, and we put in effort.
We want opportunities, so we work for them.
We are part of this community, every village, every culture, every neighborhood.
Let's be kind, positive, and supportive.
A stronger community starts with us.
And most importantly, we are responsible for ourselves.
We make healthy choices for our mind and body.
We believe in our goals and our voice and our future.
Our rights give us power, our responsibilities makes us leaders. Together we rise.
The Convention of the Rights of the Child isn't just a policy, it's protection and responsibility. When our children learn their rights, they are better prepared to take on their responsibility. This public service announcement is brought to you by the Department of Youth.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every love, every adventure. #1 provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to roll. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them it's there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to road.
Is in the air and it's about to spread like wildfire when Freedom Fighters Foundation proudly presents the 27th annual Bob Marley Tribute Concert, Friday, February 6th at the Soggy Dollar Bar in Simpson Bay, featuring live performance by St. Martin's finest artists, featuring Percy Rankin, Essence, Timo, Lady Rubia, Kuj, Zoraida, Sigma, Roxy, Toby Hodge, Chantilia, Michael Madewell, and the music of the Freedom Fighters Band. Showtime is 9 p.m. sharp. Admission is $30 in advance, $40 at the door. Tickets available at the Eitel Shack on the Bush Road and from members of the Freedom Fighters Foundation. Don't miss the 27th anniversary of the Bob Marley Tribute Concert, February 6th at the Soggy Dollar Bar in Simpson Bay at 9 p.m.
Like I never did before.
Welcome back. Each day we take a moment to go beyond the headlines and look deeper into the issues, people, and conversations shaping life here on St. Martin. Welcome to today's News Desk feature.
For decades, the Caribbean has been known for exporting excellence, not just music, culture, and sport, but people. Bright, ambitious young minds leave the region each year to study, train, and gain experience abroad. And they succeed. But according to a recent commentary by Bud Slabert, the problem isn't that Caribbean talent leaves, it's that too often it never comes back. The Caribbean, he argues, does not lack talent. It lacks the systems that allow talent to thrive at home. Students leave not because they stop loving their islands, but because they want to grow. They pursue degrees, build global networks, and prove themselves in some of the world's most competitive environments. Yet many remain abroad, not only for higher pay, but because the Caribbean lacks the research facilities, industries, and innovation ecosystems that match their training. This phenomenon, commonly referred to as brain drain, has long shaped the region's development. But Slabbeard suggests it's time to rethink the narrative. Instead of focusing solely on loss, the Caribbean could focus on creating reasons to return. Central to that idea is investment in research and development. Globally, nations that invest in research grow significantly faster than those that do not. Yet the Caribbean remains one of the most under-researched and under-innovated regions in the world, despite being strategically important and uniquely vulnerable to climate change, natural disasters, and economic shocks. The proposal is bold. The Caribbean's next billion-dollar industry may not be tourism. It may be research. Purpose-built research and development institutes, applied sciences hubs, and innovation labs could anchor new industries, reduce reliance on imported solutions, and create high-skilled jobs. These institutions could support everything from climate resilience and renewable energy to agriculture, technology, and disaster mitigation. Such systems would also make returning home attractive again. Many Caribbean students remain overseas, not because they want to abandon home, no, but because their qualifications are valued where industries exist. Abroad, they find labs, funding, mentorship, and networks. At home, too often those spaces are missing. Slabbeard argues that if the Caribbean builds environments worthy of its people's brilliance, talent will return. Not out of obligation, but opportunity. The message to the diaspora is clear. You didn't leave because you stopped loving home. You left to grow. And now the Caribbean needs what the world has taught you. At a time of global uncertainty and rapid change, this conversation goes beyond education. It touches on economic survival, resilience, and regional self-determination. Because talent is the Caribbean's greatest export. And the question now is whether the region is ready to stop giving it away and start building a future worthy of keeping it.
That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday morning at 8 a.m. on TV15 and then across our social media platforms. I'm Elsa Lawrence.
And I'm Jessica Nela. So I wish you an amazing evening. See you tomorrow.
Keep them friendly.